Welcome to War India News Hour. Quantum technologies to play the role to resolve the issue of cybersecurity. Quantum computers are believed to be able to solve certain computational problems significantly faster than classical computers, eventually making it easier for hackers to crack today's math-based encryption keys. Since there is a limit to how many unique number combinations can be generated today, hackers using the increased compute power of quantum computers will be able to more easily decrypt your data. As per IDC, the use of quantum machines is a great step forward in data security. And at the same time, Verizon's own tests as well as other industry testings have shown that deriving secret keys between two entities via light photons effectively blocks perfect cloning by an eavesdropper if a key intercept is attempted. Current technological breakthroughs have proven that both the quantum channel and encrypted data channel can be sent over a single optical fiber. Quantum computers will pose a significant threat for cybersecurity. When large fault-tolerant quantum computers are constructed, the most commonly used crypto systems will break. Hence, dealing with this threat is crucial and timely. Quantum technologies will also have a positive impact on cybersecurity. Going forward, quantum computers will become an integral part of our future network of communications and computations. Experts predict that by 2025, the quantum computing market is projected to hit $770 million. Quantum cryptography alone might account for $214 million since it provides fundamentally unhackable connections that could add an extra layer of security across all fields from finance to healthcare. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. P. Sampath Kumar takes charge as CTO Communications of BEL. P. Sampath Kumar has taken charge as Chief Technology Officer, that is CTO for Communications of Navratna Defence PSU Bharat Electronics Limited, that is BEL. He was working as Additional General Manager of BEL's Design and Engineering Division of Military Communications, that is Milcom, Strategic Business Unit SBU at Bangalore, and AGM Production Milcom of BEL Bangalore before his elevation. Government makes citizens aware on digital safety. The Cyber Safety and Cyber Security Awareness Division of the Ministry of Home Affairs is warning users to not install any payments apps from any links they may have received over emails, SMSs or social media. Any new e-wallet or mobile payments app on smartphone can be installed by visiting the official Google Play or iOS app stores. Always verify and install authentic e-wallet apps directly from the App Store, that is Google or iOS Store, on the smartphone. Do not install e-wallet apps via links shared over emails, SMS or social media, as per the official tweet from CyberDost handle of the government. Google-owned Waze reportedly laying off more than 5% of its total workforce. Waze, the Google-owned navigation app and carpool service, is laying off 30 employees, more than 5% of its total 555-person workforce, and shutting some offices as it reels from the coronavirus, the reports say. In a memo to employees, CEO Neom Barton said that travel restrictions in place around the world has led to a significant drop in the number of miles people are driving while using the app, trips taken via its carpool service and ad revenue, according to a news report. Barton reportedly told employees that jobs would be cut across Waze ad sales, partnerships and marketing teams, and that the company would be closing sales offices in Singapore, Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Colombia, Argentina and China. Facebook sues Irish watchdog Data Protection Commission over data transfers. Facebook launched legal action against Ireland's Data Protection Commission in an attempt to halt a proposed order that would stop the the company from transferring data from the European Union to the United States. The US social media giant urged regulators to adopt a pragmatic and proportionate approach until a sustainable long-term solution can be reached, a company representative said in a statement. The Irish Commission, Facebook's lead regulator in the EU, had commenced an inquiry into the company-controlled EU-US data transfers. Digital technology paving ways for future of work. As more countries continue to lift lockdown restrictions, governments are banking on contact tracing tools to help make public spaces and buildings safe. One of the emerging technologies which has come up and expected to grow, that is thermal imaging technology, many are using at present. The idea is to help people navigate busy spaces by raising an alert to an app when anyone in the vicinity shows symptoms. The next step is to establish a protocol for how this data will be managed. Another most important shift we are going to witness in the coming days, that is with the combination of contact tracing apps, use of telehealth tools, remote monitoring technology and greater accessibility of data could be transformative. Google to grant $8.5 million in Indian institutes. The Indian Institute of Science, that is IIS Bengaluru, and Indian Institute of Technology in Gandhinagar were among 31 organizations worldwide that will receive more than $8.5 million from Google to aid in COVID-19 response. The funding is part of Google.org's $100 million commitment to COVID-19 relief. Disbursal of study loans hit as banks insist on final year certificate. The COVID-19 pandemic has hit the disbursal of education loans and students have to pay fees out of their pockets. Though final year exams are yet to be conducted by many educational institutions and universities as per the Supreme Court judgment which has made final year examinations mandatory, many private higher educational institutes have already started the admission process. A PNB official said that going by the guidelines, loans for a new course cannot be sanctioned without proof of completion of the present course. GST Council meeting postponed to October 5. The GST Council meeting, which was slated for September 19th, has been postponed to October 5th, since Parliament would be in session according to sources. The October 5th meeting assumes significance as the centre and states are loggerheads over the issue of funding of Rs 2.35 lakh crores GST collection shortfall. Of this, as per centre's calculation, about Rs 97,000 crores is on account of GST implementation and rest Rs 1.38 lakh crore is the impact of COVID-19 on states' revenues. Samsung unveils its Galaxy M51 in India. Samsung has announced the launch of its Galaxy M51 in India at a price starting at Rs 24,999. The smartphone follows the Galaxy M31s that launched in the country last month. The smartphone comes packed with a 7000 mAh battery bundled with 25 watts fast charging support. The device also supports reverse charging technology. The phone also supports wideband L1 certifications, which means it will be able to stream HD videos on Amazon Prime Video and also Netflix. Vi becomes the co-presenting sponsor of Dream 11 IPL 2020. Vi from Vodafone Idea Limited has become the co-presenting sponsor of the upcoming Dream 11 IPL 2020 scheduled to commence on September 19th. The new brand says Vi has acquired the co-sponsorship rights of the live broadcast of the T20 Premier League, which will be held in Abu Dhabi, UAE and telecast on the Star Sports network. With this, Vi brand will leverage its association with IPL in its 2020 edition to enhance awareness, build relevance and engage with the audience. To conclude, many countries all around the globe have launched national quantum technologies programs. The institution expects to have a draft standard by 2024, which would then be added to web browsers and other internet applications and systems. No matter when dominant quantum computing arrives, it poses a large security threat. At the same time, major industry players such as Google, IBM, Microsoft, Intel, Atos, Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, along with numerous smaller and bigger quantum startups have initiated lab developing quantum hardware and software. This has led to what is now called the second quantum revolution, where the ability to manipulate quantum systems as desired is leading to an era in which a variety of new technologies will appear and in certain cases could potentially replace existing solutions. The advancement of large quantum computers along with the more computational power it will bring could have dire consequences for cybersecurity. As per the reports, the most important quantum technology will be the development of computation devices that exploit quantum phenomena, which we refer to as quantum computers. Quantum computers are likely to become a disruptive innovation as they can offer considerably greater computational power than their classical counterparts. According to the National Academic Study Notes, the future code-breaking quantum computers would need 100,000 times more processing power and an error rate 100 times better than today's best quantum computers have achieved. Let's wind up for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app for the latest news and updates, which is available on Google Play Store. Stay tuned. Thank you.